1 to 3 Central on Monday, October the 11th. How's that sound?
Hey, we can do that.
And just God bless you for your work and your strength and all you've gone through and your courage. I know a lot of military families, a lot of people thinking about joining the military, a lot of currently serving military are going to watch this video, hear this podcast, and look into what you're saying, and they can search that Army regs. They can look at it for themselves, because I have troops that email me and go, they tell us DU is not even a problem. And I've had military families who get mad at me, people I know, and have called me a liar to my face, saying, my son, you know, fires these munitions, and you're a liar, the government wouldn't do that. And you just don't even know what to say to them, Doc. I mean, they're just so foolish.
Well, you know, they're so foolish, but then the problem is when they're in a crisis mode, my phone rings 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And I don't sleep at night, or I get woken up, or we have to respond, or we have to get medical coordinator, we have to get a pastor deployed, or we have to get the police deployed. I mean, you can't keep doing it. And I can't keep doing it because of the total disregard of our leaders for the health and safety of our military.
Well, people are just so gullible, because if they admit the government knows DU's killing the troops, and then they have to admit that we literally have nothing less than Satan running our country. I mean, if they have to admit that to themselves, their whole fake world is over. And as you said on record, the Army knows this. They know full well what they're doing, and they just actually enjoy what's happening to the troops. I mean, it's not just they don't care.
You know, and you get right to it. What my pastor has said, and my brigade chaplain for the military said, two individuals, people won't acknowledge it because the foundation of everything they believed and what they trusted literally collapses. And then their life goes and shatters. Well, try living it 365 days a year for 40 years. I'm going back to my Agent Orange days and realize what is happening and try to get it done for myself. And I had to put this stuff together, but get it done for these kids that don't know, and they don't have access. They don't know who to call. They don't know how to get help.
Dr. Rokke, we'll see you on Monday, the 11th of October. So we'll see you in about 12 days or so. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Dr. Doug Rokke. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the people running our country, they always give the troops soft kill, to knock you out, to decommission you, and you better grow up. They're now trying to talk about police departments using DU. I mean, it is just hell on earth. Face the facts, learn the truth. This DU issue could open up reality to so many people because it's 100% admitted. Now, I wanted to get into some financial news because U.S. is practically owned by China, CNBC. China's rich make generous gifts at Gates and Buffett dinner. I'm going to spend more time on this tomorrow, but I want to cover it now. It is so huge to understand what they've done, how the globalists set up China as the model, and this transfer of power to China, and the fact that China's donating money for eugenics to Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They have the one-child policy in place. We also have gold hitting $1,316 an ounce today. We've got CNBC reporting gold could hit $2,000 amid inflation. You've got the dollar plunging at a record rate. We've got the economic numbers that America is completely disappearing. I mean, the middle class is disappearing. It's melting like an ice cream cone in the middle of July, laying on the sidewalk. I wanted to briefly bring Ted Anderson up. Ted, I haven't been watching it since I saw it at 1,316. Where is gold, and what high did it touch today?
1,316.90. Currently, gold is at 1,308.80 or 1,308.30. Silver hit $22.10. Currently trading at 21.78. It's been a hot market. It's just amazing. You know, it continues to climb, and it's just gaining momentum, which is not surprising. This time of the year, we're sort of entering into that time frame where gold does come around, and it does very well.
And the Federal Reserve's announced it's going to start printing money and giving it to itself, not even to us. It's bad enough to print it, then it devalues. At least you get something out of it. We're not even getting the benefits of the Weimar Republic. They just keep it, but then devalue the money we've got, and then we have to pay it in taxes. I haven't asked you today if you've still got the silver $half at 10.50 that nobody else in this world that I've seen can touch, and the different super gold specials you've got just for radio listeners. Ted, what are they?
Yeah, I do. I have the silver half price is right now at $10.50, just like you said. However, the internet price now is at $12.28. By the way, U.S. Eagles just jumped over $1,400 an ounce. They're at $1,401. British sovereigns, they're at $360. I'm carrying that deal at $355. The francs, remember we talked about those? I got them at $283.62. They're currently at $288. So the margins, or the market's moving up with gold, and everything's going just, gangbusters.
And how long until you run out of the gold you bought a few weeks ago, and then it's going to have to go up? Because you're selling, this is like a time machine. Folks can go back in time and buy gold when it was lower. How long can you keep offering that?
Well, I'm watching my supply, and I know that prices are going to go up, and it's just inevitable. It's a matter of time. Probably the next thing that's going to take the big increase is those walking Liberty halves at 1050.
Let me give the number out. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. Tell folks when you call the great brokers there at Midas Resources that it's an Alex Jones special, or you will be paying the higher prices. You heard Ted. You have to tell them it's Alex Jones that sent you. 800-686-2237. Ted, stay there. I want to ask you about China and the rest of the economy on the other side. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Afraid to answer it? Afraid to answer your door? Did you know that debt settlement, bankruptcy, and attorneys will cost you about 10 times more than you would legally be required to pay creditors? These are not ways to help you get out of debt. They are expensive payment plans. And if you're in debt already, does it make sense to load yourself up with another payment plan? Zero debt in 90 days gets you out of debt in 90 days, guaranteed. And that's the website you need to visit right now, ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. Zero debt in 90 days gets you out of debt without a payment plan and without attorneys or going to court. ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com is the quickest solution to debt relief on the planet. If you have more than $25,000 in credit card debt, student loans, or difficult mortgage situation, we can help, and we are the only organization to provide written guarantees on the results. Go to ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. That's ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
This may surprise you. Type 2 diabetes has reached epidemic proportions among both adults and children. You or someone you know may have it. Managing type 2 diabetes in conventional ways is a never-ending task. But this good news may also surprise you. A recent UCLA study proved that type 2 diabetes can be reversed in only 21 days. Purium Health Products recently developed a product that mimics the healthy diet used in that UCLA study. Called Scoop of Greens, an easy, great-tasting, affordable way to give your body the nutritional tools to help it overcome type 2 diabetes. Scoop of Greens has been awarded the Diabetes Resource Center seal of approval, so you know it's safe. See Scoop of Greens and other world-class whole living foods and nutraceuticals at diabetichealthsolution.com. To order, call 888-747-6733. That's 888-747-6733. Mention GCN for a healthy discount and ask about the buy 3 get 1 free special. Start keeping type 2 diabetes in check at diabetichealthsolution.com.
Don't forget, we're doing another search term today. Yesterday's was devastatingly successful. Resentment towards government. Government's having law enforcement seminars saying, yeah, we're listening to everybody's phones, emails, microphones on the streets, right out of 1984. I mean, literally from the book. And if we hear somebody resent the government, or when they hear something about the government and show resentment, we're going to watch them. I mean, this is just, these people are out of control. X-ray machines, DU, they're lunatics. So let's search that term over and over again. Resentment towards government. Let's make it number one. It should be number one in the next hour or two up there at Google, but let's get it in there. I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow because it's so important, but you know, when you see a headline like this, I want to ask Ted his view on it. U.S. is practically owned by China, and it goes on to say the U.S. supremacy is the top world economy will end sooner than many people believe, so gold is better investment than the dollar, despite it hitting a new record, said Tom Winfrith, CEO of Financial Services of Rivington Street Holdings. CNBC reported Monday. Gold hit a new record high, and it goes on. He says, America is practically owned by China. He reminded them that the 1900s sterling was the world's reserve currency. In 1948, that was no longer the case, and the British Empire collapsed. America is doing what Britain did. And he went on to say we're going to collapse. And that's what all the other big analysts are saying. This was done by design. The globalists knew when they sold derivatives. They knew when they ran up America's credit card to build their world government and move their operations to China that this was going to happen. And they're just going to destroy the country. They're going to raise the taxes to fund the world government, and we're over. We're done. Unless we reverse this. But at least individuals can protect themselves with gold and silver. And we're trying to move to the countryside and start get somewhat self-sufficient and educating your neighbors. That's the most valuable thing. So you've got friends. So people know how creepy and evil this government is. We've got to get together to speak out against it and take our country back and understand what a threat it is and get good sheriffs elected. Like the film we carry, Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic covers. This is all so important. By the way, I want to add, we do have for pre-order, What in the World Are They Spraying? A powerful chemtrail film. Order it now at Infowars.com. It ships out October 22nd if you want to get it first. What in the World Are They Spraying? Those banners are now up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. But here it is, Reuters. China's rich make generous gifts at Gates and Buffett dinner for their admitted eugenics foundation. This is a new private corporate tax where they kitty money in for population reduction. And look at how China's the model. China's elite totally bought into this. China's elite killed 80+ million of their own people. They love it. They're a bunch of killers. And our media doesn't tell us China's corrupt anymore, even though they're just as corrupt as ever. They're the new model. You want to know what America's going to look like? China. It's a lot bigger than that devil Barack Obama. It's transpartisan. What's that term? Continuity of agenda. Look at that. Worldwide, continuity of agenda with this new world order. No matter who gets in office, continuity of agenda. We're in deep trouble. Ted, in closing, what's your take on the media openly saying we're done and all this? This is amazing.
Well, they're right on target, and the reason why they are is because of the fact that China has been financing our prosperity from about 1980 all the way up through the year 2006. And they had taken on about $3.3 trillion worth of U.S. government bonds. That helped us so we didn't have to turn on the printing press here. China doesn't.
Well, that's how it was sold. The globalists were getting us in that position to be under Chinese control.
That's exactly right. Well, we can't even raise our arms against China. They can put embargoes against our products, but we can't put them against theirs.
They just put them on chicken. They're putting embargoes on us, trade things on us, but that's why the government gave tax incentives to move to China. That's what they admit. Post-industrial America. They're going to destroy you financially, so you've got to serve them. Get into gold and silver now, folks. Nothing's perfect, but it's the best silver bullet out there. The prices are going up. Take advantage of these while they're still there. 800-686-2237. Radio special to get those special prices. 800-686-2237. Thank you, Ted. Great job. Career Transmission starts now.
You are listening to GCN.
Folks, search that term. Search that term on Google. Help us get it out. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are